This is Sacred Flame. And I have to tell you guys, this is amazing. Amazing. I can confidently come on here and say that now that I've thoroughly tested it out. There is something about this composition that is so unique, but they captured, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. So hard to explain because they captured fire somehow. Or, I mean, I know that Sacred Flame is the name of the perfume, so that's what you're going to think of, but it goes so well with how this smells. It's like, and when I say they captured fire, it doesn't mean that it's smoky. It doesn't smell like fire. It doesn't, I mean, don't think like by the fireplace. No, it's nothing like that. But it gives me this picture in my mind of like this burning flame that's without the smokiness. I don't know how to explain it. If you have this perfume or you've tried this perfume, you know what I mean. This is a complex fragrance and it's very difficult to explain, but I'm going to try my best. So there's definitely cinnamon in here, which is what I love about the perfume the most. There's fruits in the opening. So there are citruses in here, which makes this very interesting. There's citruses. So I get this like picture in my mind of what an actual flame looks like. And you know, you've got a flame and you've got different colors in a flame. You actually have blue in the flame, you have orange and you have red and there's some yellow to the flame. And so the citruses almost seem like the yellow part of the flame to me. And then you have the orange part, which is the peach and the tangerine. The tangerine is definitely present to my nose. I don't really pick up peach, but I get a tangerine. And I think tangerine is such a sweet, juicy, citrusy, yummy, delicious note. I love that in this fragrance. There's ginger, there's clove and pepper. I really don't get clove or pepper from this, but I do get a lot of the ginger and then I get a lot of the cinnamon. And there's actually cinnamon bark and that is definitely something that comes through. Although when I'm smelling it just off the bottle, I wouldn't pick up cinnamon. You have to actually wear this on skin. When you spray this on skin, and let it dry down. As it starts to dry down, that's when that cinnamon starts to come through, and that's my favorite part of the fragrance. This smells 1,000 times better on skin than it does on paper, by the way. So you've got to test this one on skin. There's some sort of magic that happens when it starts to dry down on your skin. When I first got this and I sprayed it on paper, I was like, ooh, I don't know what I think of that. But as I wore it on skin and these notes started to develop, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Super niche, super complex, just like Argos likes them. Just like Argos does. There are a ton of notes in here. This is definitely very amber, warm, and I could list off all these notes. There's vanilla in here too. I do pick up on a little bit of vanilla, and I do get a woodiness. I think there's sandalwood, but there's also patchouli in here. And there's something a little dark in the dry down that gives me a hint of an earthiness. Now, typically I'm not an earthy patchouli kind of person, but it's not over the top in here. It's just, it's there, but it's not like, whoa, that's way too much for me. Yeah, it's there, but it just all fits together so well. The artwork of this bottle is so, so good. And I gotta tell you, this is just art. The juice is art in a bottle. The bottle is art. Everything about it is art. I've really never smelled anything like it. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. So this definitely gets a thumbs up for me, but I would not say this is a safe blind buy. Do not blind buy this. Test it first, please. This is not going to be for everyone, but I personally love it. And I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic for the holidays because of the tangerine and because of the cinnamon. It just reminds me of the holidays. So yeah, this is just, yeah, big thumbs up for me. This is by Argos Sacred Flame.